It looks like I'm live across 5 destinations. So this is great. And I usually do try to check to see if there's a way that I can tell that I'm live, but usually I can see from the comments coming in from the different platforms that I am live on. So right now I am live on Facebook, I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Twitch, I'm live on my LinkedIn account, and I'm live on Twitter. On Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, I'm CyberSMAC, which I'll explain that in just a few. And it's my moniker. CyberSMAC is my moniker. You know, I've had a few monikers across the way. I'm not only certified in cybersecurity, I'm certified in social media marketing, and I specialize in funnels, and guerrilla and spider marketing using social media. Those are my specialties. Before I became certified in cybersecurity, I have an engineering degree and an MBA, and I'm really good at strategy and I'm really good at technology. And so I use this moniker called CyberSMAC, and that's where you will find me on Facebook. You'll find it on Facebook, but I'm not live on my moniker page of CyberSMAC. But I do have a Facebook page there, but it's my own personal page, my Kesha page. That's my name. I'm Kesha. My Kesha page on Facebook, my Kesha page on LinkedIn, and for my YouTube, my Twitch, and my Twitter, I am basically CyberSMAC. Yeah, and I love that. I love that moniker. The reason why I picked that moniker, I'm a PhD dropout. I studied for a PhD in business management, and I studied for a PhD in business administration. And I wanted to study leadership mixed with social media and how those tools help with business. And everybody wasn't ready for that. So I found through one of my professors, who is a dear friend, I found the moniker SMAC. And it actually describes a foundation and a kind of like a framework for using social media. Okay, we're going to go through the SMAC. The S is social media, the M is mobile, the A is analytics, and the C is cloud. And this is before I got my cybersecurity certification. And my cybersecurity program is excellent. I need something to drink. I'll be right back. I need to get something to drink real quick. Much better. Okay. I was dying of thirst here. I'm here in my home office, and perfect. Okay, I can verify that I'm live. I am totally live, and I really appreciate that. I worked hard getting permission from LinkedIn to go live, and I really appreciate them trusting me. And I'm super happy to be live across the platforms. And like I was saying, I'm on some platforms, my moniker, which is CyberSMAC, which is cybersecurity mixed in with social media marketing, analytics, and data and cloud, which is the tools and the techniques and the framework and foundation that businesses use to increase and maintain business. If you're a business owner, and whether you're enterprise or whether you're a small, medium business or whether you're a mom and pop business or just an entrepreneur, a single entrepreneur, you're using social media, you're using mobile, you're using cloud, you're using analytics, you're using cybersecurity. Hopefully, you're using those tools, those different types of technology to help increase your business and to help maintain your business. So security is super important to help maintain your business, whether you are a large enterprise of a company or whether you are a company that is just you or just you and your husband. It is just super important to just do that and have those tools. So I'm a super advocate. And some people look at SMAC as if it is similar to STEAM or STEM. And STEAM being science, technology, engineering, and math. And of course, STEAM puts art into it. So it's kind of like very similar. The three of those platforms are very similar, except, one has math, one has art, one has cloud, so there's different frameworks. And honestly, in my own opinion, STEAM and STEM come from the learning environment of what you should learn in order to gain technology advantages while you are educating yourself, not so much as what businesses use as tools to maintain and increase their business. That is what SMAC is to me, okay? So you can put in the chat, you can kind of just give me your feedback on what you think, if I left something out of the STEAM, STEM, and SMAC difference, or if I left something out, you could just kind of just let me know. That'd be great. I would love to conversate with people. One of the dissertation proposals that I put out had the SMAC model, and so I am completely an advocate of the SMAC model. I completely went through STEAM and STEM, kind of an artist and a scientist here. And so I truly believe in all three. There's nothing wrong with them. It's just those are the differences that I see and that I would like to promote the SMAC model, because being even before me getting certified in cybersecurity, just having an engineering degree put me into the environment where I was working with businesses that wanted to maintain and grow businesses. And the tools that they use were analytics. They were data, they use data a lot to help them interpret and get some decisions made. And the cloud has been around for a while, even if you're talking about just kind of like the way people emerged into a SharePoint type of cloud environment where, instead of having the network in your company be segmented by each employer and by each employee, you now had this cloud where everybody put all their information, and the work was dependent on the title of what you have with the company instead of the person. So if the person left and you plug someone else into your network, they had access to different information depending on their title, which is what the cloud helped people do. So I saw this cloud a long time ago, when I was working just doing engineering work, which was exciting. I don't want to just say just engineering. Engineering is awesome. Shout out to Missouri Professional Society of Engineers. Love you, hearts. I just want to just say that is what I consider and think about when I'm thinking about SMAC. So that's what that is. Blah 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 blah. I'm new, so I'm so glad though that I get to use this platform, and I've been having these accounts open. I need to finish my audit of all my accounts and make sure that all my information is up. So, excuse me while I work and go live. While my accounts don't have all the information in it, it will soon be there. It is a one-person show, and it's me. I'm running my own show. I do all my social media, my websites, my phone numbers. I don't have a business, so that's why everything is just me. I don't know. I if I do work, it's freelance work. It's under Kesha, and my moniker is CyberSMAC. So that's where it is. I'm kind of introducing myself to the world. I can be much of a hermit. I can be kind of a hermit. I think it's the Pisces in me that I'm just a little swirly fish that likes to stay in the ocean, the mermaid. And I'm not always out and about and seen. And so this gives me a beautiful way. I want to thank Restream. This gives me a beautiful way to be able to connect with people who also want to study and want to learn different techniques of how to study, which makes me come to the point. First, I want to just talk about something that really caught my eye. And let's see here. Get rid of that. It's something that I saw and I thought it was awesome. And it says, to be successful at anything, you don't have to be different. You simply have to be what most people aren't. And that is consistent. I love that. Consistent. I kind of feel like I know that people feel like consistency is constant, but I kind of want to stretch that definition a little bit towards magical behavior. As far as consistency, to me, is almost like a video game. It's almost like a gamified type of lifestyle project management of your own life. And you kind of like have these different levels of your different wants and desires and aspirations. And depending on what you put your time to, which could be across the board at all of them, or you could put your time to 2 at a time or 1 at a time. And the levels kind of increase and go up until you, boom, reach your goal. And then you go to your next level, kind of like a video game when you're playing and you have levels like, your energy or your life or your amount for you to purchase with, or your amount that you use for whatever you use for in the game. The different levels, to me, is almost how I relate to myself and using consistency magic on a gamified level for myself. So I'm going to read this one more time because I thought it was an amazing meme. An amazing meme. And I wanted to share this with you before we start getting into discussion on kind of the study session part, which I have never got to with these live streams. This is actually, I think, my 3rd live stream since I have started the CyberSMAC moniker across 5 boards of going live with Restream. I've been all over the internet for a long time now, but this is the 3rd live stream from Restream that I am live across 5 boards, which I'm super proud of. It is super awesome, and I suggest that you get in there. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to do. I would like to help. I would like to build my audience, but I believe in quality over quantity. So if I have a person like yourself who's listening to me now, and I have something beautiful to tell you and share with you, I am super encouraged and happy about that, rather than having 1,000 people and they're all not really bonding or not really kind of feeling what it is that I'm trying to to relay. That's just how I am. So anyway, here's the meme. I love it. It says, to be successful at anything, you don't have to be different. You don't have to be different. You simply have to be what most people aren't, which is consistent. I say, just be consistent. Follow your dreams. Go toward your aspirations. Monitor your levels like as if you yourself is a video game. I'm a gamer. And that you basically monitor yourself as a game and make sure your levels are high on all the different ways that you want them to be, including your desires, wants, and aspirations. Not even talking about just your basic needs or what it is that you are, who you are. Oh, I thought that was a beautiful, beautiful meme. So after saying that, thank you so much for still being here. It matters. It really does. I'm really happy. And if you're just joining, which I see there's a few people joining here, I would like to just tell you that I'm Kesha. I go by a moniker of CyberSMAC, which is where I have a couple of handles. I am live at this time across the board on a few different forums. On YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, I'm at CyberSMAC. And that is Cyber and SMAC. And on Facebook and in LinkedIn, I am under my own name, which is Kesha. So thank you so much for following me, for subscribing, for participating, for supporting. Now, let's get to what we came here to do, which is do some studying. I have a couple of questions that I would like to do. Let's see here. Okay, I'll put that up. I have a couple of things to study, and I'll tell you this. I know that people use different things to study with and such, but I just try to keep it simple. I do a lot of reading, so I'm not going to really read stuff online. What we're going to do is just go through what we're going to break down a question, and then we're going to break down the answer choices, and we're going to do that for 5 questions. I figure 5 questions a day. I'm trying to reach up to 300, so let's see how we go. It's 5, we'll do each live session is 5 questions, and so it'll be soon. We'll reach 300, and maybe we'll increase it to 900. Right now, I am studying for A+ examination. I have been studying for Security Plus and Network Plus, and then I found that there were some basic foundational items that I felt like was on the A+ certification examination that I felt like was super important to prove that I knew the knowledge through that certification. Now, I do understand that sometimes to prove that you know the knowledge, people want to see a laboratory or some type of project or some type of tangible good that you have. And that's okay. Perhaps later I'll do some laboratories. I'm not too sure how I'm going to set that up yet because the camera's on me. And I possibly do have a way to put the camera on my computer, but I'm just not, I'm not prepared. I'm not ready for that yet. I just want to talk about the questions. I have done plenty of laboratories in order for me to earn my certification in cybersecurity. I've worked with plenty of different technologies and tools that cybersecurity professionals use. I am in no way an expert of those, and I would love to learn to be an expert. So you will probably see me all over the internet being a participant in your training in laboratory work, because I am looking to do laboratory work over and over and over again. And I forgot to tell you that I do have this moniker called Cybersecurity Investigative Laboratory, and that is the place that me and my husband go to, whether it is just a mental place or it's a place that could be a tangible place one day. And that would be amazing if what we created is something that is in our minds, where we go and we do our homework, we do our laboratories, we read, we practice for our tests. We are in the cybersecurity investigative laboratory, and it would be great if that became a tangible place. Yeah. And I am so happy to have a follower on Facebook. Thank you so much for coming in. You know, you can leave something in the chat, give me a hello. I appreciate it. I'm going live every day. I'm studying for my examination, my A+ examination. And I'm going to go over 5 questions every day. I just went over a meme that was kind of like the beginning of going over the 5 questions. I am working on studying for the A+. I have also started studying about 12 weeks ago for Security Plus and Network Plus. And this is after gaining my certification in cybersecurity. So I'm not quite a beginner, but at the same time, I'm studying to gain those certifications. So I'm not sure if you are willing to, if you know what I mean, but you know, it's all a journey. It's all a journey. We're going to appreciate this journey, and we're going to love the journey. Saying that, I think I can share that meme one more time. And the meme was kind of inspirational because it basically describes me. It describes what I do. And it says, to be successful at anything, you simply have to be what most people aren't. And that's consistent. Be consistent, you know? And I was just saying that consistency can be how you are kind of like gamified and have different levels for yourself, to have different aspirations and different likes and different type of things in your life, and just checking the levels, you know, the level of happiness. Is it high? How can you get it higher? Your level of healthy food intake, get it higher. Your levels of exercise, increase it. Your levels of education, you know, you don't always have to go to a university or a college. You now can study online and get more information, or Wikipedia, or buy yourself a certification study guide and increase your knowledge. We love it. Okay, so now we're going to get to the 5 questions. Yeah, thank you so much, Restream. This is beautiful. This is making my dream. I thought of, I don't know how to do software coding. I wish I did, because I thought about having something where, and I had seen where guys would, you know, restream or stream from different places. And I thought it was an amazing thing to do. And here I am doing it. So I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it a lot. I'm drinking a soda. Okay. If anybody wants to sponsor me in any way, in anything, feel free to email me. info@cybersmac.com. Yeah, feel free to sponsor. I will take soft drinks, gamifications. I'll take unwrapping, anything. I'm pretty much open to anything. Okay, let me get to studying. This is like a study session. I used to do this in college in person, and I even tutored math. And some of you all want to say hi. I was your math teacher. Oops. And some of you all, I studied and was your math teacher back in college. And so I really used to appreciate those days, because I really took me being a tutor very seriously. And I felt like it was my responsibility to help people not fail, you know? So anyway, one of the things, which is what we're going to do today, is we're going to start positive and end positive. And that's one of the ways that is suggested for you to study, you know, going in like, I am going to retain this information. I'm going to use this information for betterment, and this information and myself are going to merge. Yeah. Okay, we have one question. Which of the following is the definition of a ST fiber connection? So, first of all, I like to reread the question like 3 times. That's one of my techniques, which can be a little time consuming, but honestly, it's very good for me. So, right now it's saying which of the following. Okay, so it's listing the following. Okay, we have 4 choices. Is the definition of a ST. So I'm thinking that the ST is what needs to be defined. ST fiber connector. So fiber should give us some type of clue, okay? And the choices are synthetic tip, standard tip, steel tip, and straight tip. Now, right away, I'm going to say that I'm going to just eliminate steel tip. I don't know if my reasoning is correct, and we can try to Google this, but steel tip on fiber cable. Let's look this up on fiber cable. Is that a thing? It is a thing. Okay, you learn something every day. I was going to eliminate that, but I don't really think that that is what they're talking about when the question is ST fiber connector. Okay. So the steel tip is kind of like if you have some audio earphones. And this is, I mean, I'm just looking this stuff up like right now, literally. It's if you have something to connect your earphones into your laptop and they have this like steel tip that's not part of the fiber. It looks like it's connected on so that you can connect it to the laptop. So we'll see, you know, and then let's look at the other ones. The synthetic tip. You know, I don't know. Let's look at this. Hi, hun. I'm live. I'm going over 5 questions. Synthetic tip on fiber. Well, let's look up. Let's pull up with. Okay, I kind of see where this is going. I'm going to pull it up with cybersecurity because right now where it's coming in is like wigs, tennis shoe laces, where they kind of like have this fiber and they're talking about fabric and material instead of really like fiber cables or fiber to carry communication or technology. And this is kind of like a way for them to group it all and to have it coiled perfect with this probably warmed up synthetic material that makes a tip. So, but I am going to look up cybersecurity because this is how we're going to study. We're just going to go through 5 questions and just literally just explode them, you know? So let's see here. Yeah, I really don't see how it's coming up in cybersecurity. So I think even though I said that I wanted to eliminate the steel tip, I think that we're going to eliminate synthetic tip. We're just going to eliminate it, you know? Yeah, just going to eliminate it. Hi, honey.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Welcome.
I'm live.
Okay.
How was your trip?
Very
Good.
good.
Wonderful.
Discovered a new night spots in the village.
Nice.
It's
Are they still open?
till 9.
Oh, I got 4 more questions to do. Okay. Thanks for my drink. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So I don't think synthetic tip, we're going to just eliminate that. So now we've got standard tip. And so I'm going to just go ahead and look that up and see if there's something. And I know that there's a way that when you study for these examinations, they give you like this examination guide. And then I also know that there's a way to study with the book or some type of technology driven study process, like those people who are selling um, basically they sell like platforms or have platforms, or you can go to their platform, log in and study. I just feel like studying is a 360-degree way of looking at the very same information that's in the center. And so therefore, we're coming from the part where we're going to take just 5 random questions from different places and break down the entire question and break down the entire choices to try to figure it out. And we're doing this because it's one of the ways that it's one of the techniques of study, and it's going to correlate to our start positive and positive type of studying. That it's just fun. It's just fun to do this, right? It's just fun. Okay. And we're studying for A plus. And I have a baby cat. That's him. Come here, sweetie. Okay. He doesn't want to get on camera. Okay, so what were we doing? Standard tip. Standard tip fiber cable. Feel free to put into the comments later if I am missing something. I am not the expert. I am literally studying this information. And cybersecurity is not a on-the-job training type of job. So it takes a lot of learning and a lot of understanding of information from your own point of studying, from your own self. Perhaps having some type of apprentice relationship with someone who can help guide you. But in this type of environment, they're going to tell you just go study. Just go read a book, go study, go learn something. So if you comment that I have left some important vital information out that has to do with the industry or what cybersecurists do at work, please share with us. Other than that, I'm just literally on study mode of 5 questions and the answers that are part of their choices, part of the choices. So it does look like that there is a standard tip of fiber cable. Okay. And let's see here. It's so interesting because when I pull up the images of what a standard tip for fiber cable is, it comes up with a couple of different things. So I'm kind of confused on how that can be the answer when it has multiple different standards that are tips for fiber cable. So let's go back to the question again. Okay, so right now that just throws me off. Which of the following is the definition of a ST fiber connector? ST fiber connector. Okay, so right now we still got in the running standard tip and straight tip. Steel tip was eliminated from the beginning, even though it is a such thing, but I don't know. I'm not sure. So let's just see. Let's see what straight tip is. Before we've only eliminated one, which was what was it? Synthetic tip. Because that really kind of I didn't really see where that had a lot to do with cybersecurity, and the tips, but I can stand to be corrected. You can just let me know. I am not the expert on fiber tips. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. All right. So the last one is choice is I forgot it already. Straight tip. Okay. Let's go ahead and look up straight tip. You know what's interesting? I should have A+ book up to basically do a control F and see if I could find these tips in there, you know. So what's interesting is, and I'm gonna just throw it out there. I love Google, but I'm using Microsoft Bing right now. I know, cringe, but I am. And as soon as I typed that in, it brought up straight tip connector. All the other ones are tips. Well, I would say three of them. Three of them are tips, but this one is literally saying it is a connector. Straight tip connector is a connector with fiber cable. Okay. And it uses, I want to see this. I'm going to look this up. And oh, interesting. I wish I had some pictures, more pictures. Anyway, I'm on, let me see if I can do a show of my screen. That would be amazing. Because, let's see, how do I do this? Share my screen. I don't know if I want to share everything on my screen. I have nothing to hide except for everything, right? Let's just try this out. Let's just try it out. We're live. Ha ha ha. Automatically add shared screens too. To see that this is going to turn manually. I don't know how to do that. Yeah, this is very interesting because I'm gonna just see. Oh, this is wonderful. Did it. I believe I did it. I wonder, oh, wonderful. Yeah, you can see. Oh, and now I can see what you can see. This is wonderful. Okay, look at here. Okay, I just looked it up under Techopedia, which is, for some reason, is not favorited. So maybe perhaps I've never been to this website before. I don't know. Maybe just never have been to it under straight tip connector. But it is a thing. I wish there was a picture. I tried to, I didn't try to Google. I should have Googled, but I did look up to see what it was. And this is actually something that matches the question, which is, which of the following is the definition of an ST fiber connector? It's a straight tip. The ST stands for straight tip. Okay. There is a such thing as a standard tip, but there's many different standards is what I looked up. You know, perhaps it could be like, I don't know. I'm not going to even throw out the examples because that's where I'll just screw everything up in my knowledge. And let's just keep it simple here. And then I thought we could eliminate steel tip, but we could not. There is steel tips in with fiber. Okay. Kind of like, it just looked like what I use for my headphones to plug them into my computers or plug them into a huge stereo type of component, you know. And synthetic tip, I did not want to eliminate, but when I looked it up, synthetic tip was more like wigs. It was more like synthetic material, not really like fiber cables. So that one was actually not thought to be eliminated, but we wound up eliminating that one. So basically, straight tip is the answer. Wonderful. Let's go to the next question. We have another question here. Okay, and I'm going to stick to the same place to just get these 5 from. And this one should be super easy, but we're just going to do it anyway. It should be super easy. Okay, we're going to do it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna stop showing my screen because I don't want to confuse anybody. But anyway, I did want you to see that straight tip connector is something that's amazing. And so this is why I love studying like this. Yeah, I got this technique from my school of studying, of breaking down the question and then breaking down all the available answers, and then just kind of like figuring it out. This is how. This is before. To me, this is before I just go to the examination, the practice examinations, and just take it. Like right now, I need to learn this stuff, and this is. You could read it and then read it and you just skip over what it is, because you could have learned a steel tip and straight tip, and when you see that question, you're like, I'm not an answer. I do not know the answer. So that's why it's good to do this 360 approach of the same information in a circle, the same information in a circle, and 360 way of looking at all the information. Okay, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I am going to eliminate this screen sharing. That's wonderful. Yeah, I like this. Oh, I love it. I like Restream. This is great. Okay, we're going to go to question number 2. And question number 2 is saying customer satisfaction is best achieved by. And the answers are, okay, customer satisfaction is best achieved by 4 answers of possibility. The first one is never minimizing the customer's problem. I could say that is a surefire way to not satisfy the customer. If I say my computer is not working and you tell me it may be working, I'm like, dude, homie, chica, it's not working. And you telling me it is doesn't change that. So that one actually could be the answer, because that is a sure way to not have satisfaction from your customers, or anyone particularly, especially your customers. So the second answer is, and could be, being defensive. Nobody likes being defensive. If you're being protective, cool. I'm a mama to a cat. I'm very protective of my cat. I'm very defensive of my cat. If my cat scratches something that's in my house, I'm okay. But if he goes out and someone's like, your cat could scratch this, I'm like, he don't scratch on stuff he doesn't like. Anyway, long story short, let's just erase that example. But being defensive could be one, but does that have to do anything with customer satisfaction? I'm not sure. Being defensive is something that everybody does. So I don't know. Anyway, talking to coworkers while interacting with customers, that could possibly be annoying. So a customer comes in, and instead of me trying to figure out what's wrong with the customer, I am like, oh girl, yeah, Saturday, like we went on a date, and I was wearing this pop bubblegum lip gloss, and he was like, oh, your lips are popping. And the customer's like, I have somewhere to go. I just have a quick question. So that's just rude. It could lower customer satisfaction. Okay. It could. Okay. And basically they're asking which is the best way. So talking to coworkers while interacting with customers is a worst way. So that could not be the answer, because they're asking us which is a best way to do it. So the fourth one is being judgmental. And you know what? That was just like the other one. If a customer comes in, and I'm not even going to give a good example, I'm going to give a bad example. And all you do is talk about them because you think you better, that's not good. That's never good. The customer's actually better because they have the audacity to come into your place and ask for your help and want to spend their money, their hard-earned money. So you want to razzle and dazzle and give them great customer service, and being judgmental is not the best way to do that. So that's definitely not the answer. So the only one, we eliminated all the other three. The only one that is the answer that works is never minimize the customer's problems. Never do that. Okay. All right. So we're down to the third question. So here's one of these acronyms in cybersecurity, and I'm going to ask for some cybersecurity experts to assist me at pronouncing this right. I have been known to mispronounce a word or two. Okay. I grew up and am still probably really ghetto. I'm professional ghetto, but I mispronounce a lot of words, and that's okay. I have prided myself in good self-esteem and good self-worth that I just attempt and just keep on rolling. And if somebody says, you just totally chopped up that word, I'm like, oh, word, interesting. How do you say it? How did I say it? And I try to grow and move on. So, let's just, it is what it is. The third question has one of those acronyms that I think has like a cute little way of pronouncing it. And the acronym is SCSI. And I think I remember it was nicknamed SCSI. I'm not sure. I am not sure, but I think that's what it is. So SCSI hard drives can span at a maximum speed of what? Maximum speed. And we're talking about, I guess, like how, they used to, all the answers are in RPM, rotations per minute, I believe that stands for. Let's look it up. Why should I just think that that's what it is? We're in a study session. Why would we not? We got revolutions per minute. See, that's why we look it up, because I don't know everything. I'm studying. I'm not your tutor. We're just studying together. We're studying together. I don't know this stuff. I'm trying to learn it just like you. Okay, so we're going to look up SCSI because I remember it was something that we talked about, and it is pronounced SCSI. See, I knew it. I knew that it's had a cute little. Let's do this. Watch this.
SCSI. SCSI.
Isn't that something? Yeah, SCSI. Now, I know what's funny is I'm all over the place on the internet, and every day on LinkedIn, every day somebody asks, how do you pronounce some acronyms that are, instead of just spoken out as the individual letters, they're kind of mushed together like it's one word. But SCSI, I was going to say, when they do that, everybody has multiple different ways of saying the same acronyms or same set of acronyms. But SCSI, I think we all like saying SCSI. Yeah, I think so.
SCSI.
Mm-hmm.
SCSI.
Okay, it's a small computer system interface. That's what it is. So it's a bus, which is a way of putting the computers together, networking them, standard for connecting computers and their peripherals. Okay, so that's the question. Let's get back to the question. I'm so far away from it, okay? So SCSI, which is a small computer system interface, hard drives, the hard drive of these can span at a maximum speed of, I'd like to take that off and see it span. I don't know if we can do. Maybe that's something we can do in the cybersecurity investigative learning laboratory. I should make it a learning laboratory. But anyway, it is a learning laboratory. It could be an active laboratory, learning laboratory, whatever. But it's cybersecurity investigative laboratory. And we should probably take a SCSI and plug it in while we can see the hard drive spin. That would be amazing to see. I'm very interested in it. We might not have it at maximum speed though. So anyway, it says there's a maximum speed of rotations per minute. So now I know what the RPM stands for, rotations per minute. And there's a couple of different options. One of them is about 5,000. The second is 7,000. The next is 10,000. So is it 5? Oh, let's go down. 5, 7, 10. And the last one is 15,000. And so what it's saying is basically, let's look it up. It's saying, is it 5, 10, somewhere in between those two, or more than 10? That's basically what this question is saying. So I want you to know in a roundabout area. And I'm going to go back to the Wikipedia. Let's see if this will tell us. I'm going to turn the camera back around so you can see what I see. And let's see here. I don't know. Anyway, let me put the camera on so we can see here what is going on. And I can say we're going to just do that. And I'm going to go back to this and look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love it. I love this. And so now we're going to just kind of look at this Wikipedia page to see. Uh-oh, I lost my Wikipedia page. There it is. We're going to go to see if it has any type of RPMs and what's the max. Is it 5, 10, above 10, or below 10 and more than 5,000? Okay. I have no clue, but look at all this tech. Look at all this. Did any of these say rotations? Huh. We're just going through really quick here. Very interesting. Look at this. There's an RDMA SCSI protocol, which is SRP. We'll go back over that another day. Anyway, I love protocols. Okay, so let's see here. Lord, does it even talk to rotations? Okay, this is going to be hard because we might just have to just do on the rotations on the Wikipedia page. They're like, you're just supposed to know that. But look at here, look at that. It's pretty much. What I like to do too is this. Who the heck is Shugart Associates? Was a computer peripheral manufacturer that dominated the floppy disk drive market in the late 1970s and is famous for introducing the 5 plus 1/4 inch mini floppy disk drive. Oh yeah, I remember those things. In 1979, it was one of the first companies to introduce a hard disk drive form. Yeah, I remember that. The big old squares that were really floppy, and then they had the smaller ones. Then if you were a gamer or even got to do any type of games when you were young, they even had these smaller ones, that you inserted into your gaming system, and it was like plugging it into a computer just like, that. But anyway, we are so far off. But anyway, that is so interesting. But because we really did not get how many rotations, they really want us to know how many rotations. So I'm going to have to look and see. Let me see something. So here it says, so I'm not live. So what's going on? I'm not live on Twitter? Let me check something out. I don't know why. It's kind of like I'm getting this message that I'm not live on Twitter when I should be. Oh, I'm live on Twitter. I see myself. Yeah. I'm totally live on Twitter. Oh, so cute. Yeah, I'm still live. So very cute. Okay. So I'm going to go back to Restream and everything is all good. I don't know why I got that message from Twitter, or not really a message from them, but I got some type of indicator that I needed to look into saying that I was not live. But anyway, I am going to literally go to Google. For all of you who cringed when I didn't use Google earlier, I am going to use Google for you. If there's some other search platforms you guys want me to use, like Dogpile, which is one of my favorites, let me know, So we're going to do SCSI-RPM. Oh, and of course, we're looking for the max, not just what it can do. We're looking for the max. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen on that. I'm going to do this Google search here. Okay, this is very interesting because all I'm doing is Googling. And so they have some pictures of some SCSIs, okay? Look like hard drives. I've seen this stuff before. I'm sure you have too. And you see it almost looks like this record player, You just go round and round and round, and hopefully it's not smeared or cracked or scratched, That could be bad, I'm sure. And we want to know what the max, and it says right here, SCSI drives come in 10,000 or 15,000 rotations per minute, RPMs, as opposed to a maximum of 5,000 per second SCSIs. We're not going to get into that. We just need to know the RPM. That's the max of a SCSI. They're going to go, this will probably be an awesome website to go into, like, after this live, if you wanted to just read up more on SCSIs versus SATAs versus SAS hard drives and HDD interface. Why not? That would be a great website to go to, but I'm not going to go there right now. We just need to answer this question, and of course 15,000 is more than 10. So we have our answer. The choices were 5,000, 7,000, 10,000, or 15,000, and the answer is 15,000. 15,000 rotations per minute you get from a SCSI. That's the max. That's as far as it goes. Now, some of you technologists out there might be an opportunity to make it faster. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Imagine if you came up with the faster SCSI. I'm just saying. Anyway, maybe I don't even know what I'm talking about, and we don't need to have it faster. So, very interesting. Okay, so now let's see. I think we have 2 more questions to go, and these are probably going to be really cool. So, which of the following video connectors can display the highest resolution? The highest. And I'm just going to read the answers because, I think this is super simple because all of us millennials know there's only one that I think from the answers that I'm looking at that us millennials absolutely know. So one of the answers could be composite. I never heard of that. So it could be, but I don't know if it's the highest. Me not hearing about it means that it probably happened before. And if it's happening now, it's probably the highest resolution. Correct me in the comments if my perspective, if my reasoning is off. I could have the right answer and the wrong reasoning. So just let me know. I'm just so new to this. So then it's got which of the okay, so then another answer is HDMI. I've heard HDMI. We all heard HDMI. It's really good when it comes to video connecting, right? It gives the highest. Why would you not use an HDMI cable? That's what you use, right? Right. VGA. I'm not like, yeah, make sure you give me a VGA cable. I'm like, could you get me an HDMI cable when you go to Walgreens tonight? We need 2 of them, one for the living room. That's what we say, right? S video. So we already know the answer is HDMI, okay? We don't even need to look that up because it's something that we all live. We're actually living and actively working with HDMI cables all the time. Whether you are technology driven or not, if you have a computer and you want to hook anything up to your computer, whether you have cable or not, you're like at Walgreens, maybe I shouldn't be mentioning stores, I don't know, but somewhere, CVS, you can get an HDMI cable, okay? And why? Because it's high resolution for video connecting. Okay. All right, 5th question. We're doing this. This is awesome. Which of the following is most likely used at a large company? Okay, that's the question. And let's see here. I got to get back to the answers to the question. Sorry about that. I just totally lost okay, there it is. Okay. Which of the following is most likely used at a large company? And our choices is Windows 7 Home Premium. Let's read the question over again. Which of the following is most likely used at a large company? Company being the key word, large company. So we're talking about enterprise, right? So it wouldn't be Home Premium. You would not use Home Premium. It would not be ready for you to use at a large company. You would be lacking something, like maybe Excel or something. I don't know. Maybe like Access. You wouldn't have to have the options of making databases. So Windows 7 Home Premium. It is Home Premium, so you might have actually, Access. You might actually have those that I just named, but you would not use the home version for a large company. You just would not do that. Okay, so let's just eliminate that one. So Windows 7 Professional, yeah, you would use that. It's professional. You would use it at a large company. Windows XP Professional, yeah, you XP or 7. I mean, I would rather use 10, but there are some companies, they got the licenses for XP for everybody at the company. Okay, that's what they got. Or they have the licenses for Windows 7 for everyone at the company. Okay, so I'm thinking both of those could be an answer. And then it says Windows 7 Starter. I don't know about that one. I think that you would have work to do, and you would be calling the IT department, who would be me, and asking if you could have upgrades and some other type of software added to your Windows 7 Starter because you need to get some work done. That would be so frustrating. So why would you do that? Because you would actually make more work for yourself. So you would just automatically give them the tools that they needed to successfully get the work done. So I'm going for the 2 answers, Windows 7 Professional and Windows XP Professional. And with that being said, we have answered and worked out 5 questions. I hope that you join me. This is my own personal format that I came up with. Yes, I am all over the internet. And as you can see, a lot of you have inspired me in many and multiple different ways. I have followed along with all of the cybersecurity personalities. I think you guys are wonderful. I've been inspired by you. I have learned from you. I continue to still watch your videos. I continue to stalk you in LinkedIn and to stalk you at cybersecurity in-person events because I've been cooped up in the house like everyone else for way too long. And I'm super happy to get out of the house and meet other people who love cybersecurity and talk to them. And I have followed you. I have bought your study session material. I've downloaded it. I've downloaded your ebooks. And so I just appreciate the mutual support. That's it. I'm going to come back tomorrow and I'm going to do 5 more questions for A+. And I'm going to try to get to, I don't know, let's have a goal of like 300 before I try to make another goal. Let me do the math here. How much would it be if I did 900 questions divided by 5? 180 days. 180 days would put me at 6 months. Ooh, that's pretty nice. If I went live every day for 6 months, and that would actually give me a vacation day or two, like maybe not New Year's, maybe not Christmas. I don't have to go live. But then again, why not study on those days? You got an hour to study. We are trying to accomplish something. And we do this for 6 months. I mean, why would we not pass the test, right? So I don't know. Let's have a goal of 900. What the heck? 900 questions we're going to do. We got questions gazooka all over the place that we can study from. And I'm super happy to be here and to study with you. The format is for me to come in and talk about me, talk about my moniker, CyberSMAC, talk about my love of cybersecurity. I'm certified in cybersecurity. I have a degree in engineering. I have an MBA. I love both of those. I love technology. And my degree is actually in engineering, physics, and math. So I love all 3 of those things. And I love business. And now I'm certified in cybersecurity. I'm certified in social media marketing. I am just utilizing everything right here and now. I have developed this mental space to go to called the Cybersecurity Investigative Laboratory that I go to every day pretty much. And I do my work. I work out projects. I do laboratories. I study. I am encouraged by other different cybersecurity personalities. And I learn from people. And I just want to break into the industry in my own way. And this is using me to break into the industry. And so I'm just going to just every day go live. I think 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time is my power hour because I work from home and I have my windows open. And by the time I go live, I have this beautiful lighting, natural lighting from my windows that has just been beautiful for this hour. And so I think that it's a really good time. So I'm going to try to stick around this same time frame, Eastern Standard, 7 p.m. And I'm going to go over 5 questions. Right now, I'm studying for the A+ CompTIA examination. I am also studying for Security Plus examination and Network Plus examination, which is where I started. And I felt like there were some things in A+ that I did not have down packed and did not completely understand the concepts. And so I kind of felt like I needed to have that framework in order to study that. And we just went over 5 questions. And if you want me to do anything else, just let me know. Just let me know in the comments. I kind of said that I've gone live before. I have completely set up all of my platforms. So I know if you're watching me from Twitch, my Twitch account is just like literally empty. But I'm Kesha. My moniker is CyberSMAC. I call it CyberSMAC because I love cybersecurity. And I've included the SMAC model into CyberSMAC, which is social media, mobile, analytics, and cloud, which to me, cybersecurity and those social media, mobile, analytics, and clouds are tools that businesses use to help them maintain and increase business. And I truly believe that. It's a moniker that's very similar to the STEAM and STEM. From my personal understanding, STEAM, which is science, technology, engineering, art, and math, and of course STEM is without the art. Those describe the way people learn and not really tools that a business would use for maintaining and increasing business. Of course, they would use the human resources of people that have studied under STEM and STEAM, but I can make a case that every company out there is using SMAC to assist them with business. Okay. And anyway, I could probably talk for hours on that because I truly do believe it. I truly do believe that. And once I found that, it was like the greatest epiphany for me. Anyway, that's where I'm coming from. And I'm going to come live every day. I'm so grateful that Restream has this and has opened up for me to be able to do this. I'm so glad that LinkedIn has approved me to go live on LinkedIn. So you can find me at LinkedIn. And I'm Kesha Limburg-Work. On LinkedIn, you can find me. And of course, I'm on Twitch as CyberSMAC, my moniker. I'm on Facebook as CyberSMAC. I have my own page, although I'm not live on that page yet. But I'm live under my name, Kesha Limburg-Work. And on YouTube, I am live under the moniker of CyberSMAC. And on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram, although I'm not live on Instagram at this time. I'm going to work on going live on Instagram, and I'm going to work on going live under my Facebook page, CyberSMAC. So I have 2 more places where I would like to add in and then do a complete audit of all of those live platforms so that it has all of my information. But if you need me, you can email me at info@cybersmac.com. And of course, it's CYBERSMAC. But anyway, I'm just a girl nerd. And I am super happy about that. And I am studying for cybersecurity examinations. I'm already certified in cybersecurity from a year-long cybersecurity program. Kind of boot camp, but a little longer, through University of Central Florida, and helped in partnership with Thrive DX and Hacker USA, which was an amazing journey. It was I highly recommend it, an amazing journey, and I learned so much, and I'm certified in cybersecurity. But now I would like to get certified in A+, Security Plus, and Network Plus. Probably A+ first, Network Plus, and then Security Plus. Because I really like network. I really like the subject of network like so much. It was just that once I start understanding, I've been studying for those with a study guide professor for 12 weeks. Okay. And once I start really understanding, when I first started studying, I was like, even though I had read all this stuff before, it just wasn't completely understood and completely absorbed. And somewhere along like 8 weeks into, to now, I've been understanding a lot more. And I understood so much that I understood that I didn't know some things. And so that's why I was thinking I needed to backtrack and get my A+ certification just so I could learn about ST, standard tip connector, could just learn about those type of things, So I am going to come back and, actually straight tip, standard tip, steel tip. I guess I can name all of them. Synthetic tip, just knowing which one of those and knowing that the straight tip is the one that's used as the connector. That's the actual name. Yeah. Anyway, that was our first question and I almost forgot it already. But yeah, I want you to come back tomorrow and be sure next time, if you want to leave a comment. Hopefully I know what I'm doing and I have it open for comments, I do know that I need to look at my Twitch account and set it up properly. But I would like to come back tomorrow and study some more. We're going to go 5 more questions under A+. I'm going to talk some more about CyberSMAC, my moniker, talk some more about me, and just kind of do this every day. And so if anyone wants to join this journey with me, the A+ examination is a way into cybersecurity. I do have degrees, so I do know that there's people that have the knowledge, they're really technical driven, and they don't have degrees, and they do exceedingly well in the tech industry, in the tech arena. And so I know that you don't have to have them, but if you want to join this journey with me and learn about A plus and what it means to be A plus certified, eventually I welcome you. I'm so happy to have someone with me on this journey. Thank you. All right, I'm going to get ready to go. And I want you to have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, and I'm going to come at the golden hour again at between 6:30 and 8:30, probably more like 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and come back live again. All right. Best of wishes to you. Bye. Bye.